I wanted to get your perspective in the moment we're in and the movement of Black Lives Matter. Do you want to speak to that? We can go a little political if you'd like to, and separate it from the Pinx Catering, but just give you opportunity to speak your mind.
This is really the movement and the moment that we're in right now is it's historic and sad at the same time because I've had this conversation with some friends a few weeks back, and it seems like we've seen the same movie play out over and over again. 3 years ago, Eric Garner, Philando Castile, and those individuals, and the entire protest that Colin Kaepernick was going about, silent protest. The Black Lives Matter movement isn't so much as for me. Then again, I can only speak for myself.
Sure.
But I will speak for myself as a son of a former Panther. So,
Cool.
And my family is mixed race because all lives are important. Every soul is important. And at the end of the day, everyone's just saying that race shouldn't determine what happens with an individual's life. The Black Lives Matter movement is just a cry, riot, the language, the vocabulary of those that are unheard. It's just saying we're tired of not being heard. And so this is where it's come to. Please stop killing us. It's want a fair shake. Defund the police isn't, though it was irrational and very, very poorly branded. Everybody needs the police. When stuff gets sticky, you call the police. We all know that. The problem is, as a person of color, I don't want to call the police and be afraid that I might not walk away from that interaction. That's really what it is. But everyone hasn't had the education or opportunities to have those conversations. And really, this is a conversation regarding, in all honesty, the systems of supremacy versus overcoming white supremacists, the systems that keep people down, and what can you do to create more opportunities. It's a lot deeper than just what we see on the surface. But I just like everyone else, we just want an opportunity to live and achieve the American dream.
Perfect, and that's what I think I'm advocating. Sure, everybody has the right to feel safe in San Leandro. When you need the emergency, the police officers are there to maintain the responsive manner. But there might be places where officers not needed, somebody without a gun. So how do we sort of provide that service? And we have 60% of the budget goes towards public safety. Is that way too much? Or should it be less and more into human services? So I think that dialogue is going on, and we're also starting this budgetary task force, which will have about 28 different members that either you live or have a business in San Leandro. You can join that committee and advocate for whatever you think might make sense for our budget in San Leandro. So not only if you're a resident or not, you can have your voice. If you're a business owner or not, you have your voice. And even in this case, I opened up the door to police departments to share their experiences and what they think too. So we have everybody at the table. Perfect. Last thoughts. What do you think about the Black Lives mural matter that some people just painted this past week?
I've been sheltering in place. I didn't know where is it?
On Parrot Street. So some folks just recently facilitated that painting, and you can find out more if you just Google it or what have you. And I'll be posting some on my Twitter shortly, some images of that. But yeah, it was Arts for Change, San Leandro, Natasha Fernandez from the San Leandro Business Chamber as well, and I think the Black Student Union from the San Leandro High School. Collaborated this weekend, and the city adopted it so that way we'd protect it from having other people coming up with their own messaging. So we're just trying to make sure we even got a lawyer involved, and he wrote us like a 9-page memo. That's just like, this is the situation with free speech. So we found a way to make sure we can protect it and amplify this message. And we've adopted it as a city. I mean, community-based, but we've adopted it so that way we can maintain it, at least for the foreseeable future.